Everyone should have equal opportunities to study, work and be promoted. Gender and other personal characteristics should not constitute an obstacle. This is stated in Finnish and EU legislation and many international agreements. The Act on Equality between Women and Men and the Non-Discrimination Act regulate equality in society. According to these acts, universities and universities of applied sciences, as higher education institutions, must promote equality actively and systematically. Institutions must prevent discrimination among staff in teaching, research, development and other activities. Promotion of equality influences evaluation and research funding of higher education institutions. Everyone feels safe in a good work and study environment. Everyone is taken into consideration and appreciated as they are. Discrimination and harassment based on gender, gender identity and the expression of gender are prohibited by law. Institutions must prevent harassment and intervene in harassment cases. People who experience harassment can report it to their institution's harassment contacts. It is also prohibited to discriminate anyone based on their age, origin, nationality, language, religion, belief, opinion, political activity, trade union activity, family relationships, state of health, disability, sexual orientation, or other personal characteristics. According to law, different conduct is permitted if the purpose is to promote equality and parity and remove disadvantages attributable to discrimination. This is called positive action. Every institution of higher education is also required to make equality and parity plans. It is possible to merge these two plans into one. The purpose of the plans is to protect and promote equality and parity. The plans should state how higher education institutions as employers promote equality and parity in terms of, for example, staff recruitment, career development, salaries and working conditions, and how institutions support their staff in integration of work and family life. Higher education institutions are obliged to ensure that student equality and parity is realized in student admission, educational content, teaching, supervision and assessment. The Equality and Parity Plan should include documentation of initial situation and measures for achievement of the objectives. The plans are revised regularly and achievement of the objectives is evaluated. Students and staff members must be informed of the existence of and updates to the Equality and Parity plans. The plans must be publicly available to higher education staff, students and stakeholders. Do you know where you can find the plans of your institution? Higher education institutions may include equality and parity themes in, for example, orientation of new employees, leadership training, development discussions, teaching and research projects. To achieve the determined objectives, the management should commit to the objectives and earmark resources for equality and parity work. The equality and parity plans are not only made for financiers or legislators, but for the everyday life in universities and universities of applied sciences. It is a joint responsibility and shared interest to build and maintain a community in which every student and employee is appreciated and taken into consideration.